some of the new drivers that come in have moved from larger cities, can't believe when they get on a route
Right.
and they're going down a dirt road for several miles to deliver to a very small home, but that need is there. And so we deliver. I've seen a lot of different people. I've gotten to know a lot of different people in a lot of different situations. It just makes me so happy to be able to provide a hot meal, but it's not just the hot meal. It's the visit, because some of these elderly people are in their homes.
Yep.
They don't get out, and they need that friendly face, even for 1 or 2 minutes, just to say, hi, how are you today?
Welcome to the Sold on Drip podcast, your ultimate destination for all things Dripping Springs. I am your host, Bill Cafferetta, and we are here to celebrate what makes this town the best place to live in the Texas Hill Country. It's amazing people. Join us as we sit down with local residents and business owners to hear their stories, learn why they love this community, and are proud to call it home. We will be spotlighting their businesses, find out why they choose to serve the people of Dripping Springs, and dive into the local events that bring our community together. Our finger is always on the pulse, and we will be keeping you informed about how our rapid growth and development is impacting our schools, resources, and the local real estate market. Whether you're a lifelong resident or you have just discovered Dripping Springs, you will soon know why we are all sold on drip. Thanks for joining and enjoy this episode.
Welcome to the Sold on Drip podcast. I'm your host, Bill Cafferetta, and I'm here with Kathy Carriker from the Friends Foundation here in Dripping Springs. And if you don't know about the Friends Foundation, it's an amazing organization that helps our elderly. They've been around since 2004, and they're the only ones out here kind of doing that with some hot meals and some different things. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you, Kathy.
Well, hi, Bill. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so thrilled that you were able to hop on here and record this podcast all the way from nice, cool Colorado. It's still about 100 degrees here in Texas where I am, but I'm glad to see that you're enjoying some good weather.
Thank you. It's only 87 here, so.
And no Colorado, but I would take it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me this morning to talk about the Friends Foundation.
Absolutely. I want to dive into the Friends Foundation here in a bit, but before we do, I want to learn a little bit more about Kathy and find out, this is an episode of the podcast where we want to know about Dripping Springs and what you love about the town. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how long you've been here and just a little bit of your story, what brought you here and why you were so drawn to be on the board of the Friends Foundation.
Good. Well, I'm glad to share that. I grew up in Austin. I married a farm boy from northwest of Abilene. We farmed for many years, but my parents had a ranch just west of Dripping Springs out of Henley. So through our whole marriage, we knew that Dripping Springs was someday going to be our home. We made that a reality in 2004. We came out here to Henley, and our children are grown. We have 3 children, and they all love the ranch, but they all live in Austin. Came out here, and I'm a retired teacher, and my husband said there's no such thing as a retired teacher. So I jumped in to tutoring at Dripping Springs Elementary in a Reading Pal program. And a few years before we ever moved to Dripping, I had found out about the Friends Foundation in Dripping and had gone to several of their fundraisers. And so when we moved here, I volunteered to be a driver, and that was in 2006. And I'm still a driver in 2023. And I drive the West Route, and I just like to help people and give back to our community. We've seen a lot of changes in Dripping, a lot of growth, but the elderly are still here. More elderly are coming because families move here with their mom and dads. And so we just try to fill that need with the Friends Foundation.
So when you say a driver, just so everybody understands, what exactly does that mean when you say you're a driver for the Friends Foundation?
Yes, thank you. The Friends Foundation's main program is called Our Daily Bread, and it's the equivalent of Meals on Wheels in some of our bigger cities. We deliver hot meals 3 days a week to citizens within 9 miles of the greater Dripping Springs area. So a driver, we have 3 regular routes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we have drivers, all volunteers for those routes. And we are right now serving about 110 meals a week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, but we don't turn anybody away. If you're 60 and older, if you're 60 and older and need our meals, we'll find a way to deliver them to you.
So I'm assuming you're always looking for more drivers.
We have a pretty good set of regular drivers right now, but those regular drivers have lives as well, just like me here in Colorado. We need sub drivers to take over when our regular drivers can't be in town. So that is a real need of ours.
So if somebody wanted to get involved as a driver, learn more about the Friends Foundation, or hold on to this for later when we talk about some of the fundraising opportunities, where can they go to get more information?
You can go to thefriendsfoundation.org, and our website has applications to be a driver. You fill out an application. We do background checks on our drivers. When you're okayed for that, then your name goes on the list and you're in the mill to be a driver, mainly a sub driver, because as I said, we have our regular drivers, but we are growing so much, we may have to add a route. So we're looking for some regular drivers as well. And when I say regular drivers, they drive 1 day a week. Some drivers share a route and drive 2 times a month. So that is the volunteer commitment for that.
Well, that's really cool. Glad you're able to share that. And if anybody wants to be a driver, that's a really good way to give back to your community. And you can do that at thefriendsfoundation.org. And if you want to check them out on social media as well, it's also on Facebook and Instagram, both at the Friends Foundation. So to get a little bit deeper into this, so meals, right? You're delivering 110 hot meals a week. What else are we doing with the Friends Foundation for our elderly community here in Dripping Springs?
Okay, we provide lifelines, which are metal alert devices worn around the neck or as a bracelet, and we facilitate that. That is no charge for the regular device. We have a modest cost if you want the GPS device, but it's cheaper than any of the devices that you can find, and it is through Lifeline. We have about 35 people currently. Some of our Philips Lifeline have been our customers, our clients, since 2012. So it's a good program. It helps our seniors stay in their homes, live independently, and without the fear of maybe getting sick in the middle of the night or falling and not having a way to reach help. So we provide those. And that's the application is also on the friendsfoundation.org for that program.
So that would be if they want to do that. Also, if somebody wanted to sign up for our meals as well.
Correct. The third program we have is for financial assistance. It's our only income qualifying program. So that is for seniors who are having, right now, we've had requests for electric bills because of the heat, rental assistance. We work with other nonprofits to provide some retrofitting of homes for those elderly that may have broken a hip or something and they come home, they can't get up their stairs, they need a ramp. We work with other nonprofits to facilitate that.
Okay. Well, all of this is great, and you're doing a fantastic job providing meals and some of the financial assistance as well as those trackers. But this sounds expensive, and it sounds like there needs to be some money involved here, and we need to probably help you guys get some cash to take care of all this. So what are some of the ways that we can help financially? I think there's a couple of events coming up that we can really speak to and get some community involvement in.
Yes, we would love that because we do write grants, but we rely mainly or for a big part of our funds from the community. For the last several years, we have had a barbecue at the Salt Lick. This year, we're having a celebration barbecue at Creekside, which is right across from the Salt Lick. And you can already buy tickets for that. The tickets are $50 per ticket. With that, you get a great barbecue meal. You get to hear Hot Texas Swing Band, Dance Under the Stars. It's an inside event, but there is an outside part of it too. So you can go inside and outside. And we are going to have some fun games at that you can play and support the Friends Foundation. We're going to have, starting September 21st, we have an online auction that runs through the 30th, and that is online. So anybody can get involved. You just go to the friendsfoundation.org and register, and you're signed up. Before that, starting on September 11th, we are going to have a gold ticket sales, and we haven't gotten our wonderful gold ticket items totally in place yet. But for those of you who have played before, it's great fun. There are only 100 tickets, $100 a ticket. And if you're the winner, you get to pick from about one item from about 11 high-priced items. And we're going to have a week stay in Florida, I know.
Oh, wow.
So that will be fun. And I'm sorry, I can't tell you exactly where yet, but you can look on the website. And so we've got a lot of fun things coming up. We appreciate our community support, and we look forward to seeing everybody.
You had mentioned as well that one of those is going to be some barbecue from Pigpen and
yes. Pigpen has partnered for several years with Hot Texas Swing Band for a party for 20. And I think Hot Texas Swing Band plays for about 2 hours, and you can feed 20 guests and have a great time. So that will be one of our gold ticket items.
Will that be at the destination of your choice, or is that at Pigpen, or you can?
No, that is a catered meal at the destination of your choice within the greater Dripping Springs area. I mean, it can be, we can't do it, for people in Dallas or anything, but we can
Sure.
in the area. Go to your.
Well, if somebody wins
place.
that and they don't have anywhere to do it, I'll volunteer my backyard for them.
All right, me too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my neighbors might not like it, but it's okay. Yeah. They'll get the music. These are some really great events coming up. And I know we were talking a little bit earlier, and your goal is to raise a total of $60,000 between now and that barbecue. And
that's what we're hoping.
Our community loves to step up, and I know we can get in and make that happen.
Right. We have sponsors. Excuse me. We have sponsorships available.
Okay.
The sponsorships are available right now, and we would love for any business or individual to be a sponsor. You can go online by becoming a sponsor. You get on all our social media. We put your name out on anything we do, and we just love our sponsors. And so we have that opportunity available as well. Great. And that's online right now.
Great way to promote your business, but an even better way to help fund this amazing opportunity for this organization. Okay, so looking back at it, sponsorships are available right now. Tickets for the event, for the barbecue, are also available at the friendsfoundation.org. And we'll have that golden ticket coming up on the 11th. The online auction, which is going to be pretty cool for that online auction, to be able to not have to be somewhere to get that done. Tickets for the barbecue are available right now. Sponsorships are available right now. And then starting September 11th, we'll have that golden ticket right into that online auction. And those auction event items look great. I mean, trip to Florida, barbecue, and a band for a party. I mean, someone who wins that golden ticket is going to have a pretty big choice there.
Yes, we're looking forward to it. Everybody that's ever come to one of our barbecues and has a great time. We have loyal supporters. We welcome the support of our whole community. And
Well,
so
how about
many do
this?
businesses.
I would love to donate to that auction, and I'd be willing to do a $1,000 closing credit for anybody looking to buy or sell here in the Austin area between now and the end of the year,
Well,
and it could go into the spring as well. So I'll donate $1,000.
Oh, that's great.
That golden ticket, if you guys are interested.
Thank you. I will get in touch with you and get all that done, and we will put it right up there.
Definitely. Well, we want to help. We want to support any way we can. You're doing a great job with this, and I mean, you're on your vacation here in Colorado and promoting it. So I know it's vitally important for you, and we want to make sure that we can continue to get these hot meals. We're at 110, and like you said, with the growth we're seeing here, we're likely to see more. And that's actually one of the questions I had before, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Was that you've been doing this now for 20 years and driving this route, so you've seen Dripping Springs all across the board. What are some of the biggest changes that you've seen in our community over that time driving this route?
Oh my goodness. Well, I drive the west route, so there's still a lot of country out on that side of town, the Henley side of town.
The west route? Henley area?
Yes, from Dripping Springs west to Henley.
Okay.
We go down 165 about a mile and a half, about 3.5 miles. I'm sorry. I've seen tremendous growth. We've really had to add to our east routes, Belterra, Headwaters, all the Calaterra, all that development has been amazing to see. None of that was here when we moved out here. Of course, my parents have had this ranch forever. So I grew up in Austin, and as a kid would come out here. So I saw little Dripping Springs grow to mid-sized Dripping Springs to a great big Dripping Springs. And I think Dripping Springs is a little unique in that we are so much more than just the insides of the city limits. The ETJ goes on for a long way and covers a great big area. And so I've delivered to ranches that you have to go 3 or 4 miles after you enter the gate. And we delivered to apartment houses now. So yeah, the growth has been incredible. And our program has had to kind of change with that, because some of the new drivers that come in that have moved from larger cities can't believe when they get on a route
Right.
and they're going down a dirt road for several miles to deliver to a very small home, but that need is there. And so we deliver. So I've seen a lot of different people. I've gotten to know a lot of different people in a lot of different situations. And it just makes me so happy to be able to provide a hot meal, but it's not just the hot meal. It's the visit, because some of these elderly people are in their homes.
Yep.
They don't get out, and they need that friendly face, even for 1 or 2 minutes, just to say, hi, how are you today?
So you had said earlier that this is the first time having the barbecue in a couple of years because of the pandemic. How did this program operate during that time? Were you still able to deliver these meals?
Fortunately, we were.
Good.
We contract our meals from the nursing home, and it was running. We had to buy all the protective equipment, the masks, the gloves, and the N95s for all our drivers. The meals had to be delivered. I mean, when the nursing home made the meals, of course, all their people were masked and gloved. They put the meals outside. We had to coordinate so none of our drivers would get within 8 feet of each other. And then when we got to the homes, we had individual bags, and we just hand the bag in through the screen into the home,
Right.
through the door. And there was not as much talking
Visiting.
back then. It was just deliver and go, but we got it done.
That's
And
good. Yeah.
the only time in all these years that we haven't delivered a meal has been during the ice storm.
Mhm.
And the ice storm got us. The pandemic didn't get us, but the roads got us.
That ice storm was crazy. It got us pretty good too, because we had just had our quadruplets 2-3 weeks before that, so they were still in the NICU, and they were up in the NICU in North Austin at St. David's, and we were all the way out here, and it was 8 days before we were able to go see the babies because we couldn't all the way down and up Mopac. We tried. We had a Jeep we borrowed, and we would wait until it melted just enough. We would kind of get all to 290, and then it would start to get dark again, and it would start freezing back up. So that was that took a lot of time. That was a tough time.
Really for you, that was a really tough time.
Thankfully, they were still there, because I don't know what we would have done here with no power and no heat.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, we would check in as we could on our clients. Right, when it came, some asked for 2 meals, so we delivered a couple of meals to them so they would have more than 1 meal.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like it just slammed us, but it slammed you worse.
Well,
and I'm glad those babies were okay.
They were taken care of, and we had meals, so we were fine. It was just missing those little mama took that one hard.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, Kathy, I really appreciate you coming on to the episode this week, all the way from Colorado. This is a great foundation. It's something we should all really help with as much as we can to raise some money. And if you can drive, or if you know anybody who's in need of this assistance, I would love to be there for that barbecue, but unfortunately that is the day we leave for our trip to Florida, so I can't make it. But I will donate that $1,000 credit for one of your golden tickets.
Thank you.
And so just go to the friendsfoundation.org. You can buy your ticket now for the barbecue. Creekside is an amazing facility, 300 people, so those are going to go fast. And then coming up here in the next couple of weeks, you're going to have that golden ticket opportunity and the online auction for all of those. That's
right. Well, Bill, thank you for having me. I certainly appreciate what you do in our community, and I look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah, I'll meet up with you soon, because I'll put something together for you for that raffle, and we'll get together and maybe we can get some coffee and talk about it.
Thank you. Have a great day. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Sold on Drip podcast. Please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future episodes. If you would like to connect, learn more about Dripping Springs, or have any questions regarding Central Texas real estate, you can find me at soldondrip.com or on Instagram at Bill Cafferetta. I hope to see you around town.